Social media is a way for one person to interact with millions of others. It opens a door to a totally different world. Social media gives one a way to hide their identity or make a new one and meet new people without risking their identity. Social media is an open space in which one is able to say anything and not have repercussions for it. In a way, social media is a mask for some people to where they are able to have confidence online that they do not have in reality. One will use social media as a way to hide their true identity and make friends with that identity, as well as saying things that one would not normally say face to face, but that one will say over social media. When making an account for social media, the computer asks all these questions and asks one to fill out a profile. That person is the only one who knows their identity at this point. Once out online, one has the ability to say or do anything one pleases. Why would one want to pose as someone else? Teresa Correa et al. Writes about personality in Who Interacts on the Web, the intersection of users' personality on social media use. Correa et al. Writes about 3 different hypotheses that were later supported by social experiments. One of the 3 hypotheses that Correa et al. Wrote about was people who are more extroverted will use social media more frequently. An extrovert is someone who is outgoing and expressive. I am able to agree with Correa et al. Hypothesis. One who is more outgoing is more likely to have a booming social status online. An extrovert would not be afraid to speak one's mind and would have more social media interactions online than most others. Correa et al. Writes a second hypothesis. People who are more emotionally stable will use social media less frequently. I also agree with this hypothesis. One who is less emotionally stable may depend on the social interactions online because the interactions provide some emotional stability. One who is emotionally unstable may reach out online rather than in reality because of the anonymity that social media provides. Berkoo Mukhan and Nihan Ogwevin write about personality and the relationship between personality traits and social media use. Mukhan et al. Writes, the needs for socialization and a sense of belonging are 2 fundamental motivating factors in social media use. This goes with the hypothesis of Correa et al. One who is emotionally unstable will hold on to any sense of belonging that social media provides. One will grasp for any sense of belonging or social interaction that they can get online because they are unable to have any in reality. Being emotionally unstable will make one less likely to interact with people in reality and more likely to interact with others online. The third hypothesis that Correa et al. Writes is, people who are more open to new experiences will use social media more frequently. One who is more willing to try new things and interact with new people is more likely to use social media than another. Social media is a huge aspect of today's world, and if one is not willing to try new things or open up to new experiences, then they are much less likely to use social media. I agree with this hypothesis. One who is more open to new experiences will use social media more because they are able to better connect with the others online. Social media has developed greatly over the past few years. Social media is now used worldwide and by almost everyone. There is, however, a large age group that uses social media more than another. That is the age of 18 to 30. Now, there are people who use social media that are younger and older than this, but the majority is in the age of 18 to 30. I believe that this age range is due to social status. From the time one hits high school, their appearance and social status are looked at more closely than their personality. Therefore, they try to portray the person that everyone wants to see through their social media. While on social media, one could be of a certain race, ethnicity, or sexual orientation, and one could also pose as a different person to avoid certain stereotypes that come with one's true identity. By this I mean that one who appeared to be heterosexual could show one's true self online and do it with anonymity. This could reduce stress and give one the chance to get feelings out online. This also could apply to gender or race. Social media can be a safe, welcoming place to all genders and races when they go about it the right way. Social media can influence one's identity in many ways. It is not the social media itself influencing the identity, but it is the users on the social media. A lot of the times, one will post something personal online and then another user will comment. It may not be the worst comment, but it will stir something inside of the one who posted it and make them uneasy. This is only the beginning of what can happen on social media. This could be the start of cyberbullying. Social media provides a gateway to bullying without the consequences of it. Anke Gorzig writes, "The more time adolescents spend online, the more likely they are to be cyberbullied."